Hello and welcome to another edition of the Captain's Corner podcast. I am your host, Matthew Harris. Here with me, we got a plethora of motherfuckers here. We have Kane Chapman Kenny as always. We got Luke Short returning, and we have two Raiders here for the first time. We have Tim James and Jack O'Neill. How are we, boys?
Oh, yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
I'm fantastic, eh? That was a good round of footy.
Yeah, no, it's good to be here.
It's been a big week. Holy shit.
It has been a big week. But yeah, on that note, probably the biggest news. Luke Short announcing yesterday that he's retiring at the end of the season. Why, man? Why? What can we do to get you to stay?
Honestly, it's one of those things. Like I've said before, I've come close to quitting that many times this season. Not Probably not so much, because of the way things have been going. That's not helping, but just as people would say, stress levels as a captain, your mental health and stuff like that. You got to think about yourself sometimes. So while this is losing the captaincies sucks. It was one of my biggest things that drove me in the SRL. It's probably a good thing that I've got this exit now that I can take that step back and focus on myself.
Look, bro, I get that. And that's good, but I don't think, obviously you got to make your own call, but, me personally, taking this season, I've been in the leadership team at the Raiders and everything, but I basically have taken a major step back, and it's been so refreshing. I've just been able to enjoy it. Have you considered just hanging out and just being a part of a club, just being a player, and just, riding the wave in that sense?
I mean, there's a lot of people that have messaged me about that, and I guess it's a long season. There's always possibilities. I think the biggest thing is who gets announced as the captain of the Eels. That will be the biggest probably decision making point. I want someone that I know is going to take the Eels the way I want them to. Not so much the way I want them, but to give them the respect that we've got plenty of boys on the squad that deserve those spots. I know a lot of people. That's probably where I failed as a captain. I wasn't probably ruthless enough to go, look, nah, you're not working. Go free agency. I'll get someone else. But these boys, they love being part of this team and they want to be part of this team. I don't know if it's possible to win with that, and that's probably where I'm failing. But at least, hopefully, give them the opportunities in the SRL they deserve.
I'd have to agree with that. Yeah, very well spoke there, Shorty. It's still a tough pill to swallow because I really hope you do change your mind in the sense of retiring as a whole. I want you to keep playing. You've been here since season one. It won't be the same SRL without you there. It's the same as when Logan and Jack O'Neill left before. It's it just felt different. You got to stay, man. You got to stay. But we should probably move on to a more footy related.
Man.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Let's.
Hang on, you're one of the well-loved people around, and seeing you leave. Just a chat with Matty Harris, and we were both just fucking gobsmacked and not happy about it. We don't want you to leave because you're such a good bloke and a good character to have around, a positive influence in the SRL. So I hope you do change your mind.
I'm just
and I appreciate that. Trust me, my DMs have been flooded with people talking about that. Or, there's been those messages in chat. I mean, it's amazing to see how much, I guess, respect that I do have here in this community. The community's great. So hopefully, maybe that opinion might change before the end of the season. But we'll just got to see. I guess it also really comes down to how we finish at the Eels. If I can turn stuff around, it might bring that spark back.
Yeah, plus, us oldies got to stick together. These young boys are starting to flood in too much.
I wouldn't know.
Shut up, Matthew, you old prick.
Oh, Yeah, so we'll move on. I know I said we're going to do it at the end, but I feel like we'll go from like a more sadder tone, we'll go to a happier tone and announce the blue squad now. This is
So I'm in the chat.
What's in the chat?
Kay's just announced it. I put it in our chat just then, but Kay's just put it out.
I just put it out.
Oh.
Content, yeah.
Well, if
Still
it's
can't talk
if
about
it's
it.
already out, we
Just chat.
I'll still list it out here quickly.
Tim, let's make our teams for New South Wales real quick. Go, while he's listing it.
Eli Barnes, Tim James, Wally Allen, Jack O'Neill, Ruben Mobbs. Shit. Fuck. You next, you pick.
Fuck.
I'm
Maddie, just
sorry,
read it out.
I'm sorry, but after the Raiders game this week, I'm not sure about that one.
It was a robbery. They fucking called it forward off Jack's pass. It was
It was a
bullshit.
peach pass. It was a peach
It was a
pass.
peach pass, no forward in it. Vigo Rasmussen, show him why he should be sacked again.
all I'm saying is that I'm just looking at the image, and that's an old image. That's not what I look like no more. But
bold.
all right, now
Stupid fucking hair.
in all seriousness, though, our list consists of Aaron O'Hare, Brad Goodwin, Charlie Butler, Chaz Dingo, Cody Ogg, Corey Bell, Daniel Punch, Dom Ponkston, Eli Barnes, Ethan Goodwin, Hayden Davis, Jack O'Neill, Jesse Bennett, Jimmy Ralph, Jordan Williams. Nah, fuck that guy. I have to change that. Kane shouldn't be in the team. Lachlan Martin, Luke Driscoll, myself, Michael Crimp, Rahul Kowal, Tim James, Tyler Weston, Wally Allen, and Will Kay.
Wally Allen made it?
Yep. He has been...
So deserving. So
He's
deserving.
been one of the
That's
best
That's
second
outright.
rows in the comp the entire season. He's
See,
been so consistent.
some cunt reckons, like, people reckon he's, like, unknown, you know, he doesn't do anything in game, but fuck, if you watch the games, he's a beast, and he's one of the best second rows this season, and, no, to you saying it, Matty, like, fuck, someone admires him, you know, someone sees his potential.
I wouldn't say admire.
No. Not just fucking Maddie, thank you. There's three of us.
Oh, shit, well, fucking, you and, Lockie,
See,
so,
How long?
it's got deserving.
How long's he been in the comp for? I feel like he's been around for ages. He's been in the Raiders the whole time. I think we brought him in season 3, or maybe 4. But either way, he's been like
he's been here
a
for three,
primary
4
member of the
seasons.
squad. Yeah, forever. Like,
Yeah. I think I can't really complain about much picks in there, to be honest. I think it's all very deserved.
We're pretty
Yeah.
much going for form. Like
Yeah.
going off this season, we want people that are performing well, even if they're in a struggling club. If they're performing good for that club, we've considered.
like,
Fair
we
enough.
would have picked Luke Short if we could.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's
it's
alright.
dog.
I'll be the unofficial number 26.
You know,
Water
I know I said Will Kay is the water boy, but you can be the water boy.
I'll just be the trainer that just runs out and, you know, gets in front of a ball or something.
They can be the forwards
You
coach.
just go run
Yeah,
on and
little after the
absolutely hoof Liam Ryan right in the knee. Just end him. Alright,
I'll do, like I said, I'll just be the trainer that gets in the way and causes disruption in the Queensland side or something, and they'll have to have their hands up and it's be like, nothing. I'm not a player. You can't penalise me.
bro, they'll love that. You know how much they love being the underdogs?
yeah. So the thing is, you look at the squads. Every season, our squad looks better because Blue obviously
Well,
looks better than Mirage.
Queensland side looks like it was pretty much what we predicted
All right,
as well.
let me just read out the Queensland list. We got dickhead, fuckwit, motherfucker, cunt.
Matthew, come on, do it
Fine. All right, we got Blake Harris, Casey Namina, Chad Johnson, Dustin Richards, Hayden Mellett, Jack Carl, Jackson Allison, Jai Collins, Jake Scott, James Fawn, Joey Kelly, Jordan Lewis, Justin Monkey, Justin Plays, Kieran Wells, Kyle Lewis, Liam Rogers, Liam Ryan, Luke Malkus, Maverick Oldfield, Milo Kerrigan, Nahana Broaden-Thompson, Rohan Kowal, Simon Hunt, and Xavier Demando. All I'm going to say is that's a lot of J's in that squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm a lot of J's. Ah.
Yeah, see, the only thing they're going to have more of is L's.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Good on you, Timmy.
I get that. Took me a minute. Their team just looks like shit, to be honest. I mean, Jordan Lewis is alright on there, but fuck. Can't say that our team looks better on paper.
It's going to be interesting, the final 17, how it lines up.
Yeah.
So,
One thing I will say about the Blues, though, is I would, a bit shocked that maybe, Ollie Payson get sort of in that 25, but I don't know who you would replace him with either.
See, the problem for like Pache is we see him more as a lock, and there was just too many locks in front of him. Along with the props, the amount of props we had to choose from, it was about 10, 11, 12 different props we had to pick, and we ended up picking 6.
So what about Chaz Dingo versus Eli Barnes? Like, obviously you can't reveal much, but have you made a decision on who's playing where yet?
We got a front runner, but we still have another round of footy to go before we actually announce top 17 or us team list. Sorry. So it's just really whoever performs better, performs better in training as well, aka Sims. So no one's guaranteed their spot. Like,
So is everyone still playing for a jersey, or is there anyone that you have locked in? Like, are there a few in there that you know will be in the 17 come?
All I know is, put it like this, I'm the vice captain and I'm not even locked in. Matt says if I underperform, I'm on the bench or I'm not in.
I was going to say, at least Matty Harris would be locked in for sure.
Matty's probably the only one locked in.
Nah, even then, if I don't perform at lock, if I have a shocker next week, I'll put myself on the bench.
Bullshit.
What was that? If you don't perform at lock,
I could go on the bench. I would do that if it meant the team would play better. It probably won't make the team do better, but if it were going to make the team better, I would.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
that's the same logic that I'm using this week with my main with me spending more time on the bench to try and hopefully push a few of the other people in the squad to get some bigger minutes.
100%. I just want to give a quick congratulations to all the potential debutants. There's quite a few on both sides. But let's get it. Let's win this series, boys.
I'm just want to, interacting with the people. We've got Snicko Bro in the chat right now talking about Daniel Engo, saying he was consistently robbed. Who's he eligible for? Is it New South Wales?
He was New South Wales. He was like he was very close to being picked, but we ended up going with the players we did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a thing against your mate Cody Ogg. What was the choice over there? Why'd you pick Cody Ogg in the team?
Pure performance based. He's a good lad too, but you seen, he's just got into the second row, and has proven that he belongs there. But at the same time, he's already proven to be one of the best defensive centers in the game. So it's a coverage pick, but at the same time, if he keeps playing the way he does, he'll get a starting spot too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Any other questions? I know Kane doesn't have any questions because we've done this together, but
I've got no questions. I mean, I'm out of them.
There you go. McDonald loves the squad.
Yeah, squad's pretty good.
That's it. Thank you. Took months to prep, even though I've been the captain for about 3 weeks.
Surely we win the series. It's been a couple of seasons too long now.
Yeah.
I think they've won the past 3, isn't it? Past 3 or 4, fucking.
They've won every single one though. I don't know how many there's been, but we've never won.
No, we haven't. Yeah, I was gonna say, and it is sad to be sitting on the sidelines for this one because I feel like we are in that position to win it.
Honestly, we've probably been in the position to win it every single year.
Yeah, last season.
And the season before that.
Yeah.
Dude, that was especially that one season. I think it was me, Lockie, and Chaz were the selection team, and honestly, we should have won it then.
Didn't Lewis and Edwards kick us out of every game?
Yeah, bro. Didn't Edwards just we signed him from Newcastle based on his Origin series, baby.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Jesus.
Yeah, we signed Edwards based on the Origin too because we already had Lewis. We were thinking Lewis, Edwards in the halves have already done it before, and then it didn't happen, and we put Kane in, and then Kane bloody fired. But oh,
No, his Origin game was crazy. Like that was like, you know, when players get up for Origin, like that whole thing. That is like the perfect example of it. He was fucking crazy that season, that series.
absolutely. Just quickly on the back onto the Kane Toads, fuckwits. Um, they've made some pretty good choices as well, like Chad Johnson and Dustin Richards, bloody two of the premier second rowers. Add on to that, you got Milo Kerrigan too, who doesn't just need to play second row; he can play anywhere in the forward pack. They've actually got a relatively strong pack. Like you look at it on its own, you're like, damn, that's a formidable pack. But then you look at it compared to the Blues pack, and you're like, well, maybe not so much. So
Yeah, but I think they'll square up pretty well. They always do. I feel like our packs have always been a little bit above Queensland's. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's where we've always had the edge. But you know, we've never fucking won. So
we
I don't know,
we
like I
had
say,
the
I like it.
we had the aggression and like we could stand over him, but we just didn't have the polish at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think we got
Look, they've always
got,
had much better halves. Like, I mean, I've been the fucking half, which is kind of rough to say, but they've always outplayed us in the spine. Like, there was a year, but they've also had better depth there, I reckon. Like, Ash Crutcher's a good player, and he's always been solid in the SRL, but I don't think he was quite ready for Origin when we put him in there. And, like, same as Will Kay, I don't think he quite had the rating when he was first put in there, whereas now I think he's definitely a much more polished player. It's kind of similar to, for Queensland, they got Jack Kyle in there. When he first came into the league, he sort of bounced around a fair bit, because obviously he was lower rated, but now he's really found his feet, like, in the league, and he's one of the top halves, so...
Hopefully all the halves can find their feet so we can actually get some good kicking.
Yeah.
Yes, Kay.
Let's not even get into the kicking.
I know it's called the K kick, but it's not even just him. Every single half in the game
Oh,
is doing
this
it.
whole round was bad for kicking.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
Anyway, speaking of, should we move actually into the round?
Yeah.
Alright.
should.
So the first game on the agenda, which was my personal favourite of the round, it was the Roosters versus the Grubs. Roosters going over 18-12. The worst part about this game was the commentary. Fuck you guys. I know you guys want to see 50 tries, but if this was a good defensive game, bloody... There was like next to no errors. I think there was like 4 or 5 between both sides. And it was just back and forth footy, war of attrition style footy that, you know, the Roosters came out on top. That's our style of footy, by the way. Like, we get into the grind. The first, like not the first few weeks, the 3 weeks that we lost, we weren't in that grind at the start, and we let in a few points. But as soon as we got into the grind, we kept the games close. Like with Titans, like all the games, I think 8 points is the most we lost by. We stayed in that grind. This game, we got ahead, kept in the grind. Very good. I said grind about 15 times here. But yeah, it was just a very good defensive game, which you have to say when it's low scoring. But yeah, it's just fuck you, Will. Fuck you, Lachlan. Fuck what you think. Anyways, what do you guys think of the game?
Well, to be honest, I didn't even watch it, so I'm not even going to say anything.
Fair enough.
Look, I can respect a really good, close defensive game. I actually prefer that over the scorefest, personally. But, you know, from the Rabbitohs, Galaxy and Aaron O'Hare, that's 52 tackles between both of them. They did 26 each. As Galaxy's a hooker, yeah?
Yes.
You played dummy half
Yes.
that game? Yeah. Like, that's a pretty good knock from the two of them in the middle.
I
But,
agree.
like, when we talk about defensively based games, but yeah, I also didn't watch the game, so I'll leave that to you boys.
So,
Yeah, well, adding to that, like Tabasco added another 24 tackles.
Couple
you watch the
tackles.
Yeah.
Okay,
shit.
okay,
Look,
that's fine.
I think,
It was
I
a,
think
it
our
was a
highest
low,
was Blair Conan
low
at
scoring
23.
game.
Yeah, go on, look, go on.
Yeah, it was a low scoring game, so you know I can understand why people go, oh, but that is exactly right. Like if You go back to the 1986 Eels Grand Final, I think it
Oh.
was 4-2. If defensive games bore you, that Grand Final would have bored you to tears.
1986, Luke. That is stretching, man.
You know,
Good thing you guys-
It's like 38 years now.
I'll go
Oh,
more
I know.
modern.
Trust me, I know. As a Parramatta supporter, I know.
Fuck.
I'll take a more modern approach. 2013, the first
You.
the first finals match. It wasn't the grand final. It was Roosters Manly. The final score was 4-0.
Oh, shit.
But it was one of the most intense games. A lot of close calls. It was a hell of a game. You almost scored right at the buzzer like 3 times, I think.
There was a 2016 game of Origin, wasn't there too? That was like 6-4.
Oh yeah, the one that won Origin.
Yeah,
it was just-
Hodgkinson got
Yeah.
the try.
2014, yeah.
No, yeah, that one too. But I'm thinking of 2016 as well. But yeah, the 2014 is perfect example. There was so much shit happening in that game.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it was 20.
But yeah, bloody. I'm very happy to get that monkey off my back. Especially considering I was 100% just going to retire from captaincy if we lost to the Grubs. I wasn't going to do it. I wouldn't be able to show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to show my face to the boys in the sheds if we lost to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say losing that game would have done a bit more than just hurt your pride on that one, wouldn't it?
You got any comments on the game, Ken? If you watched it, I don't think you did.
I didn't watch that shit.
Yeah, but you know what? We watched your shit.
Thanks, man.
Oh, good
We'll
one,
we'll,
bro.
we'll get to that later.
It's a-
So our 3-2-1s just quickly. I'm pretty sure Kane just copied me, but I did me 3, Mellor 2, Og 1. Definitely biased. Definitely biased.
I was about to say that's very
You vote for
biased.
yourself.
So
Fuck, mate.
Damn, I never voted for myself when I was doing the magazine ones.
I had like 170 meters, bloody 22 tackles, few line breaks. In a game that didn't have many tries and all that stuff, I feel like that was pretty good. And I'm not going to give any points to the Grubs, let alone when they lose.
So you're basically saying you're above the whole team.
I'm not above.
Is that what you're saying? To your
No, you don't fucking come around here. Come around here.
I was gonna say, remember, people did their early ladder predictions based on Matty alone.
That's you
Man,
guys.
turns out I
That's
put
you
in
guys.
ninth.
I think that's where
Where did
I
you
think
put
I think
Manly?
that's where we're at. We're at 10th.
I think I put Manly lower than that. I'll have a look.
Probably 14.
Well, I see where you rate me then. That's nice.
Man, you guys have like 9 rookies, so I wouldn't blame him.
And
Oh fuck, 10 rookies, so I don't blame
I
him
mean, at
anymore.
least you're higher than Parramatta, dude.
yeah, but you're in the same boat as I'm in, so we were expected to finish down there.
All right.
I mean, we were expected to get the wooden spoon in fucking season 2, but we won the grand final.
Can we have a counter for how many times Kane says that? Because I swear it's
I
every
have to
it's
keep
every
it going.
podcast. It's
I
every
have to
single
keep it
podcast.
going. Have to keep it going, brother. It's the
We were
only thing I
also
have.
predicted for the wooden spoon, and we went on a crazy run too. I'll put that one out there. If we're gonna live in the glory days,
Oh, we're gonna live in the glory days. What was it? 20 wins in a row? Let's go.
Oh fuck. Who was the
Yeah,
team?
you know,
What was the team that
what was
beat
it,
you? Who was the team that beat
See,
you?
that's why
Yeah.
Kane. I wasn't even going to mention the 20 because I know who we lost to
Yeah,
before that
I
and who we
realised
lost to at
after
the
I
end.
said
Yes.
And you're just like, you
what a night
fucking
it
idiot.
was.
Fuck yes.
What was
Funny,
it?
we lost.
I think I scored 2 tries that night.
Jack
All I
scored
know
like a
is-
try than Luke, and then fucking.
All I
You guys
know
are
is we
done.
lost the Raiders, then we're on our streak, and then 2 seasons later, Raiders fucked it on us.
Fuck, we are. The Manly stopped us,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I'll say, you know, it was, what was it, 170 upgrade points between the whole Manly team?
We don't talk about that.
Oh shit.
All right, let's stop talking about fucking Manly and the Raiders. And we'll
we're gonna
talk
talk about the
we'll,
Raiders
we'll
next
talk
time.
about the Warriors and the Raiders.
We're gonna talk about it.
No, we can.
Oh.
I think we've covered Raiders enough.
No,
Move
we're
on.
we're
No,
gonna
we're-
enjoy this one.
I'm fucking stung.
I'm actually doing AFK right now, so
The-
good timing.
The Warriors
Just-
versus the
Just call it
Raiders.
the Logan Strange effect, man. He comes back, just like I said, and they'd start winning.
Oh, they got fucking lucky, Warriors.
No,
Don't count them there.
19-18 to the Warriors.
Yeah.
After a
Raiders,
while,
what are you doing? Use the premiers and use it acting like
Oh, I don't,
bloody
I don't
dog
hear
order.
it. What the
The
mate,
squad
what are
you
guys
got.
doing?
Actually,
Hey, we're fresh. We're just coming
What
in.
are
We
you
we
guys
have
fucking
room to
doing?
improve. Yeah, we had expectations because of me, but like,
Nah,
you know,
mate.
you guys are the premiers, and you just brought in one of the best halves in the game, Jack O'Neill, and you're performing worse.
Look, we've got 8 rookies on our hands. Like, it's not easy, you know.
Everyone has rookies.
We've got a couple, alright. We don't have as much as Manly, but to be honest, we just, didn't perform to our best. Warriors had to get a couple back tries, bullshit ass tries, but
I'm
don't know.
having a little sticky beak here.
my biggest question for this game was, what was the idea of you Timmy at lock?
Oh fuck! I was going good at in sims and that, like in training and shit, and then fucking this game, I don't think I ran the ball once in the first half. So we're looking to see if I make an impact in the first half, going at hooker in the second half, and then make an even bigger impact. But I guess I did nothing in the entire game, to be honest, except for my defense. So
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know. You're the best hooker in the SRL. I don't know why you move.
Oh, look, it's what the team wants, man. If you want the team to succeed, then you got to make some changes, and I'm happy for them. I've made my mark at the position. There's cunts coming up who think they're better than me now, so I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking just sit around and do nothing. I'm gonna change my ways, and fucking go to lock, do something, run the ball a bit more, use my speed maybe. But I don't know what happens. Must have shit the bed.
you're just not big enough to handle the big boys there.
I'm fucking big enough, I'll tell you that.
Nah, mate.
I mean, he still pretty solid. He still made 30 tackles.
I was pretty solid.
Yeah, but I
defense.
reckon they were all like, Nathan Highmarsh style tackles, third man in.
Oh, listen, Hindmarsh is a good tackler, right? He made the most tackles in the NRL.
The master of the flop.
It's footy smart. I don't know why people complain.
I tell you what happens when after someone puts on a big hit and then they just drop on top of
Yeah.
them.
That's the name for the Hindmarsh.
No, I
tackle
think
right
I think the master of the flop now would be Kane, considering he got Simbin for it.
oh fuck off, man.
there. And now he has to sit on the bench.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, honestly, bloody Warriors started very strong in that game. Like, I think it's first 10, 15, they just were on top but couldn't score. But then you guys are just like, first opportunity, try. But then you are just like, fuck it. Let's play like we did against Penrith. But Warriors are a better side than Penrith, so they were able to beat you.
Yeah, I don't know. Consider themselves lucky, Warriors. They got lucky against us. The last bit we nearly had a try coming, and then Jack O'Neill decides to throw a forward pass. I don't know if it was forward or not, but what a way to spoil Preston Bates' first try in the SRL. Spot Vigo should be sacked again. Warriors are lucky, so they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
I'm back. Are we over this game?
no, we're
Finish
not.
this game
We're
yet?
just about to talk
I'm
about
still
how
going.
we're just about to talk about you doing your best Tom Brady impression.
Bro, it was backwards out of
It
the
was
hands.
backwards, yeah.
Not
Out of
even.
the hands. You know how windy it is up there? And wait, it was a home game, wasn't it?
No, it was in Mount Cecil,
Um,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm wondering if your
He's doing
name's
well,
actually Stevie because you're blind.
It was back out the hands. I don't know if you're watching. Go get it. Go watch
It's
it
just that
yourself.
Raiders bias, man.
Yeah.
They
People are
can't-
always
they can't-
against us.
Everyone only wants Manly to be back-to-back premiers. They can't handle it.
Mm.
Hey, you had
Fucking
your
big
chance. You got to 3 grand finals in 4 years.
Oh, I
You
got
got-
to 1 grand final. in
Sorry,
one.
was it? No, I think it was 3 grand finals in 3 years.
Yeah, we got into
Hey,
3.
you had
I
your
did make it
chances.
4.
You just lost the first 2.
Alright, listen, Cowboys one was just heartbreaking. The last
That was
minute
hilarious.
TTM fucking runs off, scores a full field try. And then you guys just Sione Mataus throws an intercept and Jimmy scores after my masterclass, so
Wasn't that like within the first few minutes? Like you scored
No.
early and then we scored, or is it? the
no,
other way?
it was you guys fucking ran us out the park. Then second half, I came back, scored a double in like 2 minutes. It was tied game. Then you guys kick a field goal. Then Sione, who's an op, throws an intercept, and
Oh, yeah, Jimmy
loses
scores
us.
again. Yep, I remember now.
So it's on site when I see Sione next time.
But yeah, so I feel like we've tortured you guys enough.
Yes.
Mate, I just got back, but beautiful. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's
Hey,
get
I'll
out of
say
here.
I've tipped Warriors fourth, so I honestly think they're a real quality side.
Anyways, quickly, 3-2-1s. Kane's copied me again because I think he just copies me if he hasn't watched the game. I tell him to look at the stats, but he just
No. I got the rest of mine from the stats.
Oh yeah. Anyways, we did Bunts 3, Wally Allen 2, and Jaden White 1.
Oh, see, I did Bunts 3, White 2, and Allen 1, so fuck you, white boy.
Actually, yeah, I forgot I have the little arrows there. Yep, that's my bad.
No, I can't complain with it. Can't complain.
So we'll move on to another good game. The Broncos versus the Cowboys. Broncos going up 16-14, scoring in the dying moments to snatch it off the Cowboys. This game was one of those nobody can kick situations, but in the sense of the Cowboys, it wasn't the fact the halves couldn't kick, it was the fact Lord kept getting in the way and not giving him the chance to. Like, at least give him the chance to shank the kick, but, like, no, they just didn't get to do it at all. It was one of those games where Cowboys should have flogged them, but just so many times Cowboys are on the attack after a Broncos error or an easy run upfield, and then they just bloody screw the pooch on the last play. Like, Lord, I know you did that mad bloody kick that ended up setting up Jack Carl later on in the set, but you're not a half. Let him kick, bro. Let him kick.
Honestly, these locks nowadays, they think they can kick all of a sudden, you know. I think I've seen locks kick more than halves this entire round. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I think I kicked more than Jack in our game. Or maybe I didn't.
I know, I kicked the most in our game. I kicked
Oh,
200
yeah.
and something meters.
Yeah, you're
Wonder
kicking
why.
chairs on the bloody Simbin too.
Yeah, you know wrong.
Yeah, Tim, you literally did, bro.
I did.
40 more. But like, I usually play 6, and Luke
Yeah.
had 245, so my kicking's usually, I usually kick a lot more. So.
I know Luke's kicking, and I don't like to shit on my own teammates, but I think Luke's kick set him up for one of their game-winning try, so... Or they're like, one that put him up, so... I think the kicking's... I don't know who's messed with something, but the kicking's just gone to shit this season.
I think it's Will Sims. It's his computer.
Yeah.
Like,
Bring back Lachlan.
like, it's called the K kick for a reason, so if he's the one recording all the games, he's going to make sure everyone is as bad as him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least with Lachlan Sims, we still lost, but we didn't lose by this much.
That's it. Anyway, so... yeah, just... it was a game marred by Chris Lord, which is not normally what you'd expect. Normally he's the shining light to games. He's the bloody crazy motherfucker that just scores at will. But yeah, no, it's probably the worst game I've ever seen Lord play.
Yeah, it was... I don't know, it was pretty shit. Probably the worst performance he's ever had.
Where's Kane? Kane's still going to find a way to suck his dick.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a bad.
Nah, sorry, I'm just reading SRL chat and getting annoyed at all the fucking sooks.
They're still going on about selections.
I'm going to get into that after this potty.
Nah, we should do it now. Do it live on air.
Alright, fuck it. Let's do some hate messages. Alright. I can't even be fucking looking through. What griped you, and I'll respond to it, Kane.
Mr. Sook himself, fucking Jack from the Cowboys.
Is he getting annoyed at Ethan Goodwin making the side? Is that it?
Oh yeah.
Hey Jack. Fuck off.
Tyler
Right,
West.
everyone's
They're bitching about Tyler Weston. Which is Sneeko Bros bitching about Tyler Weston being in the squad. Should be nowhere near it. With Aaron White and Lucas Deuce aren't.
So here's the thing, Lucas Deuce, it's hard to pick him at centre when he's only been playing halfback this season. Sorry, mate. Aaron White has also been playing centre. He's been decent in attack, but we were looking in... Like, for centres, you don't look for the attack. You look for the defence. Because that's what you need them for. You need them stopping those kick returns. And Ethan Goodwin is the best bloody kick return defender I've seen.
Holy fuck. Can I just comment on Snicko Bro's biased?
Hey.
Fucking crazy.
That
ain't
he's
it?
literally going on about Warriors players. I'm sorry, you're
Oh.
playing good footy, and
You
a
guys
lot
are
of
fucking
your
best.
players are in the conversation. Just were unlucky in that sense. Like Daniel Ango was very close. So was Patrick Corcoran.
There's
But-
a bias among SRL selectors against the Wars. That's what Corey Goat says.
Oh,
Care to
yeah.
respond?
No,
Sorry.
Aaron White. What position's Aaron White? Is he a hooker?
no.
Centre.
Aaron
Oh,
White's the
centre.
center. Jaden White's the
He's a
hooker.
He has 99 tackling. Aaron White.
That's pretty good. But just I'm going off performance, not stats.
Lennox Prakash, he said I ain't even good enough for the extended squad. I've seen a lot of people choosing him in their squads actually. Like
Lennox was very close as well. It was between, I think it was Davis, Lennox, and Ango, the last three to get that last prop spot, and we went with bloody Davis.
Fair enough.
So and honestly, Lennox almost bloody got it from his performance bloody yesterday. He did pretty good. But it just wasn't enough. Another one, we almost had Tyrone Clay in the squad, but Michael Crimp just outplayed him. That was a decision made
Matty.
literally last night.
So Matty,
Snicko and fucking Jack. Maybe Lee would have been picked if he played for the Roosters or Manly.
Who
I
Mark
was gonna
Lee.
say, yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of Manly players and Roosters players that didn't get selected. So,
There was a
okay.
lot.
yeah. I was
Um,
gonna say that. I was gonna say that. It looks like you've got the bias on the Ethan Goodwin and Ralph being in there because of it.
So here's the thing: Ralph is already proven. Hasn't had his best season this season, but look who he's playing for. But Ralph playing in a good squad is one of the best hookers to play the game. The thing with Mark Lee, it's the same thing as bloody who are we talking about? Lucas Deuce. Mark Lee's been playing lock all season. It's hard to pick him at hooker when he doesn't even play it. And I love Mark Lee; he's a good player, but
Not to mention every player that's pretty much been mentioned, we have simmed in New South Wales side.
yes,
We've done easily fucking 50 sims with alternate teams competing against the Queensland team that we've put together ourselves, thinking what they would go with. And we were also judging off a bunch of performances for actual games this season too, as well as throwing in a bit of history. So, we're going off, this player did this in that position that year, they're in a different position this year, and just working it all together. And this is just what we've come up with, and if you don't like it, fuck off.
hey, I bet you Blues players or supporters at this point, because you didn't get picked, because only the ones that didn't get picked are going to get mad. If we win, when we win, you're going to shut your mouths and praise us.
Ooh,
That's what's
Paul
happening.
Gallen. Is this like when Paul Gallen said it was the worst Queensland side ever? Are you pulling that right now?
Hell no, because
Ooh,
no, because we're not
Definitely
talking
having the worst
we're
Queensland
not
side.
talking about Queensland. We're talking about Blues. They're shitting on our selections.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Queensland
just
side
saying,
is definitely a very good fucking squad, and bloody, it's going to be a tough affair. But me as the captain and the one who decided the squad, I'm absolutely going to bloody back my boys. Why wouldn't I back the team that I created?
Look, I'm just saying Cyrus Marks loves to clip various things and share them in the chat, so I'm sure he might clip this one as well.
Let him clip it, and then I'll bloody I'll answer that when it comes. Anyways, should we get back onto the footy?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop reading the chat, boys, because we're gonna get distracted. But yeah. Anyways.
Can go off though.
So yeah, Dylan Sharp bloody scores in the corner, wins the game for the Broncos. Bloody
Didn't see it coming.
nah. I think I posted in the SRL chat the horse fighting back to the farmer on Family Guy. That's just the immediate thought I had from that. Gave me a good chuckle. But yeah, bloody Cowboys a little bit like the Raiders, underperforming. Like Raiders still have 3 wins, but even then their wins aren't convincing, except for
Look,
the Eels game.
underperforming.
The Cowboys win fucking last week was very convincing.
Yeah, but
Team
they're
were
only,
underperforming.
We weren't underperforming. We just got
People
lucky.
like tipped us as like premiership favourites, and I
And so
really
rightly
don't
deserved
get it.
after last season.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
but like you look at the squads and the ratings like compared. Like no one internally. We literally said from the start that it was going to be a bit of a rebuild year. Like we lost a
You see-
lot of talent.
Yeah, you lost a lot of talent, but you've definitely got the best spine out of all the teams.
Yeah, like I'm not doubting that. I wasn't saying I didn't tip us to miss the 8, but I didn't think we'd be premiership favourites because I think our forward pack is severely lacking.
I know
Respectfully
for-
to what we do have, but we lost Lillard. Tim, you could probably speak on who else we lost better than I can because you're a lot more involved in the squad last year. But Lillard,
No.
huge loss. Ben Arnold during the season, but even before then, like I really didn't buy into people saying that we were going to win premiership
Yeah.
this year.
I think the leadership group obviously deemed it as a rebuild because we've lost, Samuel Lillard, Marshall Edwards, Aaron Leondis, Rossini,
Yeah, Leon. Yeah.
all these good players. As disappointing it is to see, it is what it is, man.
I'm gonna just
That's
point out
quite a
that
few players, though. I tried to steal a lot of them.
over the fact that you got a bunch of rookies, the bigger problem is that you're deeming it a rebuild. No year should be a rebuild. You should be going into every season thinking you can win. It's the mindset at the end of the day. That's my 2 cents on that.
Well, our mindset isn't really good. Like, if we're gonna get into the logistic of things, like it's a mindset, but it's also a simulation. Like, you need
No,
certain
we're not getting meta.
settings.
I wasn't. We're not getting meta.
Bro, like
We're pretending this is real.
reaching. If we're gonna say it like that, then yeah, obviously we went in feeling pretty
That's why I said it. That's
Where
why I'm
have we
talking.
wandered off
That's
to?
why I'm talking so much shit about Queensland because my persona is fucking cocky. I'm better than you, but then humble when I need to be. But right now is not one of those times.
Which is funny, because that's Matt in real life. Cocky with a big ego. He ain't fucking humble.
That's the fucking persona.
That ain't persona, motherfucker.
We're not getting into that. Anyways, 3-2-1s. Kane's copied me again. We've gone Verado 3, Dingo 2, and Sharp 1.
I said copy you, but I didn't copy you.
If I have the ditto marks on my page, it means you copied me. Alright,
No, that just means we agree.
potato. Bulldogs versus the Sharks, 22-12. Bulldogs winning yet again. They're just they're basically the complete package at the moment. Like I said it last week, the Bulldogs pretty much pinched the good half of Cowboys. And Sharks, they were really their own worst enemies. 9 times out of 10, they made a break, they threw an interceptor right afterwards. It's tough to watch. And, like, I hope Sharks play like that next week. We got them next week. Keep throwing the intercepts. Just do what you did this game, because I'll be happy then. But yeah, another solid team performance from the Bulldogs. A hell of a performance again by Maxwell. I think he had like 12 line breaks. 12 line breaks, 200 odd run meters and a try. Drew Matthews in the defensive, in the losing side, I think he made 33 tackles, 0 misses, try assist and a try, I believe it was. Really good performance from him. Hodgson, as always. He's playing 12, and he's playing as good as most 11s do.
No, he's insane. Cameron Hodgson's been insane this season.
Oh, bro. Yeah, just bloody... It was a good game to watch. Not gonna lie, kind of wanted the Sharks to pip them, because I didn't want, any side still being undefeated, but, Dogs won't let me have that.
Yeah.
But yeah...
I'm really shocked that Kasakawa and Crimp didn't get a try there in the next game. Like, they both almost 200 meters each.
Yeah, Crimp played solidly, which is part of the reason, is the reason he pipped Tyrone Clay for the spot. Like at first we had Tyrone Clay there, and then because we had our draft of like a 25 right before the round started, and then we're like, all right, these are the players we're looking out for if someone plays really well, then we might consider changing, and then we did.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, any thoughts on these games, boys?
What game was it? Sorry.
Bulldog Sharks.
Oh, yeah, it's another week of Dogs winning, and same shit. Getting boring now. Hopefully they win. Hopefully they lose someday now. Hopefully I'm not witnessing another like Manly run.
So, I'd sound super like what's the word? Like hypocritical if I said like no, we don't need to see that against like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, mate, you've been like undefeated for like you went undefeated for like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
I
fuck
think
me,
that
mate.
it showed just how doable it actually is and how it wasn't
Yeah.
really that impressive when it happened the first time, to be honest. But like, you know, it'd be good to see it happen. Be good for the Bulldogs fans.
Yeah.
Like, as a foundation club, apart from season 1, won the premiership? No,
Not really, no.
not. So yeah, like,
no. This is probably the best chance at it because there's 4 new clubs at the same time rather than just one coming in.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
But yeah, bloody. Our 3-2-1s are almost the same. We both did Maxwell 3, Drew Matthews 2. I did Hodgson 1 while Kane did Crimp 1. Now we go to the.
Hang on, before we get to the next game, I just noticed something, Matthew. Verdo didn't get picked for Queensland.
Ha! That's hilarious.
I only just noticed.
So if he played for New South Wales, he would have been in the squad. Wouldn't
Well,
he?
that's the funny thing. At the start, bloody Lachlan was vouching for him, like he's got to play. He's one of the best second rowers. But I'm like, yeah, no, Veretta's been pretty shit playing at 12. So like me and Kane were kind of like, nah, but Lachlan was like, I'll just give him some sim. So we're simming, and he was playing well. And then like right as we're simming, I'm like, well, let's just look at the squad.